G'day everyone, this is Jill and I'm Zoe. This is a little reminder that I'm not a professional horse trainer, so anything you do see in my videos is only intended to be a guide. So, with that said, let's get into the video.
G'day everyone, and for those who have been part of my channel for a little while now, welcome back, and for those who are new to my channel, welcome also. So normally I try to run my videos for an average of 5 minutes, but there was quite a lot in this video, so for that reason I have split this video up into 2 pieces, each running for approximately 10 minutes, including the intro and outro. So with all that covered, let's get into part 1 of this video.
Today is Jill's first session with a roller, so she's never seen this before. So what you're seeing here is her genuine first reaction to it. And we're going to cover the same exercises that we've done in another video. So I'll put it on her, do it up loosely, I'll ask her to back up so that she starts to relax and gradually work up to tightening it up as a regular girth. So there'll be a link in the description box below to the video before this one where I was using a different method to get her used to the idea of a girth. So with that said, let's get on with the video.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications to our channel. Drop a comment below and let us know what you'd like to see.
And so because this is the first time that Jill has seen this, I want to make sure that I can touch her with it. She can hear the buckles jingling. I can rub it on her, and then I'll remove it and let her check it out again. And some of you may notice that again she is tied up, so that again this is for a safety reason, so that if she is to panic she can't go too far, and I know that I can move her out the way if I need to, and I can also make sure I can get out the way. Good girl. And so just like anything new that I'd cover with her, I want to make sure that this is as positive as possible. And so I'm just going to have it on her like this. I'm going to pat her with it, and then I'm going to take it off. Let her acknowledge it, and then we'll repeat it again. And so she understands that the same applies on both sides. We're going to do a quick repeat from her other side. And we're going to stroke her with it. She can feel that the strap is touching her side and her belly. And so now that we have this covered, what I want to do now is I want to put it over her and I want to attempt to do it up and see the response that we get. Same as before, I'm going to put the strap over her back. Let her feel it, wiggle it around a little bit. I might have to loosen this off a little too, but we'll see. So you can see that her overall reaction is pretty good here. She's listening to me. But I am right, it is a little on the tight side. So I'm going to slacken that off by a hole or two. And I'll let her check it out while I'm doing that. Okay, so now that we now have this adjusted, let's attempt it again. Go. Easy, you're okay. So you see there, she did arch her back a little bit. And it's just a new feeling for her to have a girth overall. So we'll go about it again. We'll give her belly a rub. Put the girth around. Good girl. Go ahead. And so I'll put it on fairly loose to begin with, just so that she knows that it's there, but it's not too tight that it's going to cause much problem. It gives me space to adjust. I want to make sure that it's right there on the girth line. So at this point I want to make sure that it's loose enough that she can feel it moving under her, but I also want it tight enough that I can keep it there. I want to make sure I can move it and adjust around her belly, that I can do this and she's not going to blow up at it. Good girl. So it isn't that tight. I can still get plenty of leeway under there. You can see there's plenty of space. Good girl. So now it's at a reasonable point. I'm going to ask her to back up, same as the other exercises, and we'll go from there. Good. So that's a pretty good reaction. She's learning to accept the pressure, which is plenty of that. Go. I'm going to hold the rings that are on here and I'm going to shuffle it a little bit. Let her feel that it's going to shift on her. Go. Easy. Take it easy. And so what happened there was that she felt the pressure because I was trying to tighten it. And she blew up her belly. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up a hole or two on her other side with this side slackened off so that there's not more pressure, but I still know how far it needs to be taken. So now I've got that tightened to there. We're going to attempt to tighten this back up and get her used to the holes going up a notch. And so from what I can figure out so far, so this one is actually a large Zilko one, or a full size, and she sits roughly just over the middle adjustment towards the smaller end of the scale. It's a 9-hole, and from the shortest section closest to the pad, she's going to be about 3 to 4 holes down from there. That's her overall girth from both sides. Make sure that these buckles do stay. I'm going to fasten them correctly straight through the buckle on both sides. So now we have her there. It's a little bit tighter than it was before. And I'll ask her to back up again. Good girl. Good. Good girl. And we'll see how she goes if I ask her to yield her quarters. Good girl. And we'll yield the other way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good girl. Good. So there's still a fair bit of play in there. I can get my whole hand in behind there. Let's see if I can go up a hole. She's currently sitting in the 4th hole from the top on both sides. Good. So there's still plenty of play in that. You can see it definitely moves around her body. Good girl. So I could quite easily go up a hole. Right side view on both sides. So what I'll do now is I'll do the same as I did before. I'll slacken it down a couple of holes. And we'll tighten it up a hole on her other side, just so there's not too much pressure there. See? So you see there, it's because I shuffled the girth forward. It made her a little bit uneasy about the tension, but she'll settle fine. Easy girl. See, she's not arching too much unless she just gets a sudden bit of pressure. And there's a nice looking shoe too. Hey, sweetheart. Good girl. So I want to make sure that I can wriggle this about and simulate a little bit of tension as if I'm tightening it. I want to make sure that all that is done before I introduce a saddle with it. Good girl. Now, to those of you who have been following my channel, even just a simple thing of doing this sort of thing would have previously ended in her having a big reaction out of it. But as you can see, she is standing here quite nice, and from time to time she's also resting one of those back feet for me as well. Well, that concludes part 1. There'll be a link in the description box for part 2,
And if you have any questions for myself or Jewel, drop a comment below and I'll answer it the best way I can in a Q&A video. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.